All right, first and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Kohola Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakal Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who rule well and who taught me this truth. And I shalom to you, sincere Akim, out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And with that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video, Lord's willing. It'll be edifying. Not sure what I'm going to title the video yet, but, that's nonetheless not important. I'll figure it out. Spirit. The Spirit will, Lord's willing, give me a good title for it. But anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna go into Rakal Kodash as usual. Got a couple I got one video that I really wanted to play, and wanted to point out a couple things. All right, couple scriptures. You know how I usually do it. Go into Rakal Kodash, like I said. All right, Lord's willing, it'll be edifying. All right. So let's get it popping. All right, the first scripture that I'm going to start with is going to be Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. The main point that is going to be in verse 12. Okay, Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Matter of fact, that's probably what I'll call this video. Might be, probably. How art thou? Isaiah 14 and 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation? Okay, which didst weaken the nations. Okay. So, like I said, that's the main point. That's probably what I'll title it. But I'm going to start up at Isaiah 14 and 1. Okay. So it says, For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob, and will yet choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And we know that's talking about the Israelite foreigners, okay? Okay, and it says, verse 2, it says, And the people shall take them and bring and the people shall take them and bring to their place, and the house of Israel shall possesseth them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids. And that's talking about the other nations, all right? Okay, it says, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were. They were, okay? It's more solidify that's talking about the other nations, all right? Who had us in slavery, okay? The Esau, the red Hebrew Edomites, and other nations, okay? It says, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. Okay. Which matter of fact, which kind of I'll segue back to this scripture here. Okay, we'll stop it here at perfect time to bring up this scripture, because that's kind of what the theme of this lesson is going to be. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 2. Okay, it says, when the righteous are in authority, okay, and who's the righteous? Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, okay? And that's what Yahweh Shai is getting ready to do, to put things back in its proper order, all right? And that's what we're waiting for, okay? A new heavens and a new earth, a new heavens wherein dwelleth righteousness on earth, okay? Because the wicked is ruling right now, Esau, Edom, okay? So it says back in Proverbs 29 and 2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, all right? And all the people, okay? The whole earth, matter of fact, is going to rejoice, okay? When Yahweh Shai, it comes back, and restores the kingdom, okay? But it says but when the wicked beareth rule, and according to Job 9 and 24, we know what that says, right? It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, it's like a Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, okay? It says, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn, okay? And the people are mourning, man, okay? Because what? The people are being oppressed, okay? Let me get the definition of mourn right quick. H58, H584. It looks like a knock. Looks like a knock.
Strong's H584. Anach.
It says to sigh, groan in pain or grief, gasp, moan, okay? So the people are sighing, groaning, the people are in pain and grief, okay? Because what? They're being oppressed, all right? Okay? You see? So, let's um let's jump over to a couple things right quick. Perfect time to this is the main video that I wanted to I'm gonna play. I'm not probably not gonna play all of it, but I want to play this video. But real quick, um I just happened to stumble across this, and I forget what I was looking at, and I happened to stumble across this thing, and I just started looking this up, man. Which we know, I've noticed it too in brothers, especially out there in California, out there in the Bay, the brothers over there, they've went into it a lot about how the homeless epidemic, you see. So, that's kind of what we're gonna get into, and also the civil unrest. Okay, that's what this video is gonna be about. Okay, this one here. All right. But the reason, like I said, that these things are happening is, like I said, because the wicked are is bearing rule, all right, and they're oppressing the people, all right. That's why I said I'm gonna probably title it, um, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, that didst weaken the nations?" Okay, you know. But check this. I'm not gonna play none of these videos. You can do a search for yourself. Okay, just I typed in homeless epidemic, right? And this is recent, man. Look at all these videos, man. Inside LA's homeless epidemic. Okay. Um, explosive truth about homeless crisis in USA. So not just in LA, in America. I know in Florida, I know there's a big homeless problem, especially downtown Orlando and all these other neighboring cities in Florida. Okay, you see. uh, Especially in Cali, it looks like, but not, Liverpool homeless epidemic. Oh yeah, that too, because I got family members in the UK, and they were saying that there's a big homeless epidemic in England too, in London. A lot of the immigrants are sleeping on the ground in the streets and stuff. You know, hey, the brothers were going into how in Cali, like in the Bay and stuff, you walking past shit, you know, they're actually piles of human feces on the ground, man, you know, you know, homeless epidemic is the UK failing. So you see why Japan, oh, see, but you get the point, man. All right, and that led me to these videos, man. All right, and it's a lot of women, man. So-called Edomite women, living in my car, right? I just typed in living in car on YouTube. You're basically homeless if you're living in your car, man. Okay, there's a lot of it, and they're all happy. What is there to be happy about? You living in your damn car, man. Okay, you got to worry about where you sleeping. People, you see. Let me just show you something. And this is recent, man. 3 months ago. You see, and it's a lot of them. This is just probably the you know, popular. See, here go a sister here. Here go Eve. He says, I got laid off living in my car. 2-week update, living in my Jeep Wrangler 7 months ago. Damn, the women, damn, damn, boy, y'all lamenting for the teeth, for real. We in them times, man. Damn. Okay. Here go a brother Jake. Save money, living in your car. Yeah, because the rent, you got people living in people's damn rooms. You get the idea. Urban stealth camping. Living in Honda Civic. Damn, a Civic. You living in a Civic, man? These people, I got catching hell out here, man. You know. Let's see. Living in truck. First night living in my truck 3 months ago. It's a lot, and it's a lot of Edomites. Okay, living in my pickup. Okay, they doing bad, man. Okay, you see, just showing you. You could do your own urban stealth truck camping at Walmart 1 month ago. Edomites, man. Okay, they catching hell out here, man. Here go another female living in truck bed. You know, let's see, living in a van. Okay, living in a minivan 5 days ago. Living in a minivan, the frozen north. Wow, cheap heat for van living. Oh yeah, I had watched this dude too. Yeah, living in a minivan. It's an Edomite. See, it's a lot of Edomites, man. Okay, best stealth camping. That's camping. That's a lot. It says it's over. Return to van life. Living on the road. You get the idea, okay? All right, and like I said, there's a major homeless epidemic, and if you living it out of your car, you're basically homeless, man. Okay, so let me get a couple definitions real quick. It says this is the definition of a home, right? It says one's place of residence, a domicile. Okay, it says a house, the social unit formed by a family living together, a familiar or usual setting. All right, it says habitat, a place of origin. An establishment providing residence and care for people with special needs. Uh, at home, relaxed and comfortable, at ease. Yeah, you're supposed to feel comfortable and at ease at your home, man. You can't be at ease living in a out of your vehicle, man. Okay, and these people are so backwards and so oppressed and so sleep. They don't even realize that, how how bad they got it, man. Okay, you see. And it's gonna, man, wow. I don't even know what to say. Um, yeah, I don't really. We know what a home is, right? So let's see what homeless definition is. It says, this is off of Google. It says homeless. It says of a person without a home and therefore typically living on the streets. And if you living in your car or you living in your street, man, you live in a you gotta move from parking lot to parking lot. You're basically homeless, man. And I bet you they don't count them when they're counting the homeless. Okay, and you got a lot of people that's staying with other people, going from house to house and stuff like that. So it's a big homeless problem in America, Babylon the Great, not to mention in the world, man. Okay, but what did Proverbs say? Because the wicked bear is ruling, man. Okay, so you see, it says when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Okay, and we looked up that word. It means uh, sigh, groan, in pain or grief. Okay, and that's grievous, man. That's grievous, man. You might freeze to death, man. You see, out there living in your car. Okay, somebody might rob you, all type of stuff, man. That's not a way you can you got no damn no place. A lot of them. I was watching some of them. They'll get gym memberships so they could go shower in public gyms. Get YMC, like all type of ways to shave, to cut corners, to make a dollar. To make ends meet. I was watching. They got Uber drivers and Lyft drivers that live out of their cars. You would never know. Sleeping in their cars and then getting up and driving for Uber. This is hell out here, man. Okay. Hey, but hey, we in them times, man. It's beautiful though. It's beautiful if you can receive it. All right. Let me jump over to Deuteronomy. I'm gonna start at Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Right. The main point though is gonna be in verse 15, I believe. Yep. All right. The main point is gonna be in verse 15. All right. It says Deuteronomy 7 and 15. And the Lord Yahweh will take away and the Lord Yahweh will take away from thee all sickness, and put none of the evil diseases of Egypt which thou knowest upon thee, meaning all the curses that fell upon us for disobeying Yahweh Shai, he was going to remove them. All right, and listen to this. After he removed them, he was going to do something with the curses. It says, because everything is balanced, right? There's hot, there's cold, there's up, there's down, you know. So you got to do something, all right? So it just doesn't disappear, all right? It says, and the Lord Yahweh will take away from thee all sick from thee all sickness, and will put none of the evil diseases of Egypt which thou knowest upon thee, which lay but will lay them upon all them that hate thee. Okay, so like I said, that's the main point. But I'm gonna start up some. All right. This is Deuteronomy 7:6. Okay, it says, "For thou art an holy people." Who is he talking about? Yasharallah, Israel. Okay, and holy means separate. Okay, all right. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh thy power. The Lord Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself." Okay, above all people. All right, above all nations. All right. All right, we're the apple of his eye. All right, we're his peculiar treasure. All right, it says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power." Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. The Lord Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Lord Yahweh did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. But because the Lord Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, okay? It says, but because the Lord Yahweh loved you, and because he would keep the oath that which he had sworn unto your fathers, because what he is not a man that he should lie, right? It says, hath the Lord Yahweh brought you out with a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And he did it once, and he's going to do it again. All right? He's doing it now. All right? It says, know therefore that the Lord Yahweh, thy power, he is power, the faithful power, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments. Because what? He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. All right? You're supposed to do what the Lord said, man. Rehearse the righteous acts. Okay? Feed the sheep. All right? All right. It says, know therefore that the Lord Yahweh thy power, he is power, the faithful power, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations, and repayeth them, listen to this, and repayeth them that hate him to their face. And that's what Yahweh Shai is about to do, man. He's about to return to recompense you damn devils, man. All right, he's gonna repay 2/3 of his own people, okay, because they're wicked. All right, they're of their father, the devil, Esau, Edom, and he's gonna repay you heathen nations, man. All of you that played a hand in our downfall. All right, okay. You see, it says, and he said he's not gonna meet you as a man. Okay, you see. It says Deuteronomy 7:10. It says, and repayeth them that hate them that flock it. Hey, because what he said, he said what? All them that wish not that I reign over them, bring them hither and slay them before me. All right? Because what? He's the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, man. Okay? All right? It says Deuteronomy 7:8, and we're joint ears with him. Okay? Lord's willing, we be those men we keep enduring. Okay? So it says Deuteronomy 7:10, and repayeth them that hate him to their face, to destroy. Hey, that's what he said, and them that pierce me, man. Okay? It says, and repayeth them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will, hey, exactly. He ain't coming to pass out hugs and kisses. Okay? He's coming to kick ass, man. All right? It says, and repayeth them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hateth him. He will repay him to his face. And who hates him more than Esau Edom? Okay? That's why he blasphemed him. That's why he painted his likeness like him. Okay? You see? He blasphemed him. He said he was the Most High. Okay? That's the ultimate act of hate. He tried to wipe his name out of existence. He tried to destroy his people. Okay? He tried to cut us off that the name of the Lord be no more in remembrance, man. Okay? He hates Yahweh. He hates Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. and his men, all right, and his people. Okay, okay, good. And that's a perpetual hatred that Esau Edom had, man, from the womb. Okay, you see, that's why they try to do things like kill the firstborn. You see, that's hate, man. All right. It says, and repayeth them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. That's why it says in Isaiah 14 and 21, prepare slaughter, okay, for his children. Matter of fact, let me get it. Okay, Salakia. Might as well, since I'm in Isaiah already. All right. This is Isaiah chapter 14. Let me start at 20. Salakia. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 20. It says, thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land, and slain thy people. The seed of the evildoers shall never be renowned. And who is that? Esau Edom and his whole house, okay? It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, the sins, okay? Sin upon sin upon sin. That's what iniquity is, okay? All the wickedness, the sins of Esau, Edom has piled up to the heavens, man. You can't even keep up with all the wickedness that this man has done. All right. I was meditating on the other day. I was like, that's why the scriptures say, "Let not your sins weigh you down," man. Okay. Because I was thinking a little bit of bullshit, which it ain't really bullshit. Okay. Because you're supposed to obey the Lord, man. Obey is better than sacrifice. You're supposed to try your best to keep the laws the best you can. But we're in this flesh, and you're subject to sin, man. All right, But anyway, I was thinking a little bit of bullshit laws that we're breaking ain't nothing in comparison to what Esau Edom is doing, man. This dude is doing all manner of wickedness, man. This dude is killing by the millions, okay? Doing all type of wickedness behind closed doors. All right, you know. But Yahweh Shem Shai sees everything. All right, that's why don't let you say we ain't doing nothing compared to the Esau Edom. All right, that's why it says the seed of the evildoers shall never be renowned. Okay, they doing all type of wickedness, man, kidnapping little children, all type of fuckery. Okay, you know, just fucking with the men of the Lord, doing all type of fuckery. All right, you know, hunting our steps. All right, because there's a perpetual hatred, man. All right. They smile in your face, but behind your back, they plotting on you and doing all type of wickedness to you. Okay, you know. So it says, prepare Isaiah 14 and 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers. Okay, that they do not rise nor possesses the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Okay, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shai, and cut off from Babylon the name, and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord Yahweh. I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water. I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Shai. Okay, all right. So that's talking about the nuclear missiles, man. All right, this place is going to be a lake of fire. All right, Babylon the Great, which is America. Okay, so Salakia. Back in Deuteronomy, Salakia, all over the place. Um, okay, back in Deuteronomy 7 and 9, it says, know therefore that the Lord Yahweh thy power, he is power, the faithful power which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations, and repayeth them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hateth him. He will repay him to his face. Thou shalt therefore keep the commandments and the statutes and judgments which I command thee this day to do them. And that's a cut to all you Christians that say the law is done away with. Okay? It says, wherefore it shall come to pass, if ye hearken to these judgments, that's what's going to get us out of here, obeying. Obey is better than sacrifice. Eat the roll and then go out there and teach your children. Feed the sheep, man. Okay? Wake up the elect. Go out there and fish. Okay? It says, wherefore, if it shall come to pass, if ye hearken to these judgments, and keep and to do them, that the Lord thy power, Yahweh Shai, shall keep unto thee the covenant and the mercy which he sware unto thy fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It says, and he will love thee, and bless thee, and multiply thee. He will also bless the fruit of thy womb, and the fruit of thy land, thy corn and thy wine, and thine oil, the increase of thy kin, and the flocks of thy sheep, and the land which he sware unto thy fathers to give thee. Thou shalt be blessed above all people, and this is a future prophecy. It's being manifest right now. It's starting to be manifest now. Okay, it says, "Thou shalt be blessed above all people." And why we're blessed now? Because we have this truth, we have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We're light years ahead above these people, man. Okay, we have the Comforter. Okay, we have the Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the Rakak Wadash. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is dealing with us, man. He's supping with us. Okay, the angels are protecting us. Okay, they're rooting for us. Okay, you see. So we're already blessed, all right? We get chastised, and we get chastened, but that's just to keep us humble and keep us on the straight and narrow, keep us on that straight path, okay? That straight gate, okay? It says, "Thou shalt be blessed above all people," all right? Because if the Lord wasn't chastening you, hey, He doesn't love you, all right? It says, "Thou shalt be blessed above all people. There shall not be male or female barren among you, or among your cattle." And that's what's gonna happen in the kingdom, man. It's gonna be, man, beautiful. It says, "And the Lord Yahweh will take away from thee all sickness, and will put none of the evil diseases of Egypt which thou knowest upon thee, but will lay them upon all that hate thee." Okay? "And thou shalt consume all the people which the Lord Yahweh thy power shall deliver thee. Thine eyes shall have no pity upon them, neither shalt thou serve their gods, for that will be a snare unto thee." All right? So, with that being said, let's jump into this video. Because you get the idea about the homeless. That's pretty much self-explanatory. And as you, now that I mentioned it, start paying attention to wherever you're at. When you're driving around, walking around, traveling around, look at how many people are homeless, man. All right, and who knows how many people are living in their cars secretly. All right, and the thing is, they put on put on a facade. Okay, they put on for Instagram and social media and Facebook, and you will never know, man. People going through hell. Okay, which leads to this video here. Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I might just interject a little bit. I'm gonna probably just I don't want to make this video too long, man. All right. But basically, like we keep saying, we're a broken record. We're in them times, man. All right. Sedition amongst men, just like the Lord said. All right. There's about to be a race war. There's about to be class wars. All type of wars. So hey, Jacob's trouble is on his way, man. It's already taken place in some of the Latin countries and other places around the world. But it's coming speedily to Babylon the Great, man. All right. Okay. So it says a crosstalk on political divide, uncivil society. Okay, off of RT from November 27th, 2019, the year of Karagma. All right. So let's get it.
Hello and welcome to Crosstalk, where all things are considered. I'm Peter Lavelle. It's an understatement to say America is a very divided country. Many have even spoken openly about the possibility of civil war. What is tearing the country apart? What is keeping it together? It cannot only be about Donald Trump. What will it take to start a sustained social and political dialogue before it's too late?
And it's already too late, all right? The scripture said that if it was possible, take bomb, it would heal Babylon. But there is no bomb, okay? This place is through. You're not going to make America great again. And I know you hear, I'm going to rewind this so you can hear it loud and clear. There's been open talk about civil war, all right? Just like we said, there's about to be a race war, civil wars, class wars, all type of sedition amongst men. All right. For the lack of bread, the love of many shall wax cold, man. All right. You know, it's about to get real, man. All right. You got these uh doomsday preppers. Esau, Edom, they not. Jake is in La La Land. Okay, 2/3 of Israel is not paying attention. They sleep, and I'm talking about northern and southern kingdom. Okay, both kingdoms is in La La Land. Okay, they're gonna understand when it's too late. But Esau, Edom, you got a lot of these Edomites, that are prepping, and you got the militia. You got a lot of people that's paying attention, man. Okay, they watching Fox News, they watching alternative media. All right, a lot of these Edomites have good jobs, man, so-called good jobs, okay, or plugged in, all right, plugged into the stock market, plugged into different corporations. Like I said, you got military families, okay, plugged into the wars. They know what's coming, man. Okay, not to mention they see us. They're not stupid. Esau Edom is not stupid, man. When it comes to search, he searches things out, man. Okay, especially when it regards his ass. All right, and his downfall and his judgment. You best believe they may talk shit and they may scoff and scorn because they don't want to let you see that fear in their face. Okay, in front of you, but behind your back, they're looking stuff up, man. Okay, searching. They accomplish a diligent search. Okay, they know this place is through, and they're prepping, man. They're getting their guns up, you know. They're watching, okay. They're hoping it doesn't come to that. They're hoping, They're hoping Trump is going to make America great again. But they're on the air of caution also, okay. But Jake, like I said, Northern and Southern Kingdom is in La La Land. They think they living their best life, okay. They think they about to catch Esau Edom and surpass him, okay. All right. They're in for a very rude awakening. All right. Civil war. Okay. Sedition amongst men. Uproars of the people. Just like Yahushua said.
Hello and welcome to Crosstalk, where all things are considered. I'm Peter Lavelle. It's an understatement to say America is a very divided country. Many have even spoken openly about the possibility of civil war. What is tearing the country apart? What is keeping it together? It cannot only be about Donald Trump. What will it take to start a sustained social and political dialogue before it's too late? Cross-talking the political divide, I'm joined by my guest, Jen Kearns in New York. She is a GOP strategist, contributor to the Daily Caller, as well as the founder of Women for a Great America. Also in New York, we have Rich Castaldo. He is a political strategist and tech CEO. And in Washington, we cross to Arvin Bora. He is a Libertarian Party presidential candidate, as well as author of the book Pull Out: Men, Modern Life, and Mutiny. All right, crosstalk rules in effect. That means you can jump in anytime you want, and I always appreciate it. Arvin, let me go to you first. I love the title of your book, by the way. I think it sounds fascinating. It makes me want to read it. You're kind of the odd person out on this panel, so I'm going to go to you first here and reflect upon what I said in my introduction. If you could quite, in a short way, I asked the questions, what is tearing the country apart, but what's keeping it together? And that's the tension here. What is keeping it together and what is dividing the country?
What's keeping it together is Yahushua. We still got work to do. That's why the famine of the word hasn't fully commenced, okay? Okay? But the doors of mercy are drastically closing, okay? All right? Like it says in Revelations, he's holding the four angels are holding the winds back, okay, until the elect are sealed, okay. But we getting close, okay, getting very close, all right. Everything is in order, everything is in line, okay. The beast, NATO and the EU, the rebirth of the Roman Empire, the whore, everything, Babylon the Great, everything. The infrastructure to roll in this this cashless society, which is going to lead to the mandatory implementation of the RFID microchip. Okay, their 5G networks. Okay, they've got everything. Their ducks in a row. Their legislation is passed. Okay, they've got their troops trained. Their military deployed. They've got their nukes primed and tested. Okay, everything, the foundation for this thing is ready. The theater of wars is laid, man. All right, okay, you know, we just waiting on Yahweh to give the green light. All right, everybody's waiting. When Yahweh Shai's waiting, the angels are waiting, the men are waiting. All right, you know, we sighing and crying, hastening the day. Okay, but we close, man, very close.
Go ahead in Washington.
What's dividing the country right now is a deep level of, in my opinion, partisan entrenchment. And what we have is you have some people who are going to side with Trump no matter what, even when he acts against basic conservative principles. You know, when Trump does a gun restriction, a gun ban, a silencer ban, a bump stock ban, that's something that should enrage conservatives. But having dug in on that side, they're just sticking to it no matter what. On the other side, you have progressives that no matter what
They're sticking with it because they're not stupid. They see, they have hope. They're hoping. They're keeping hope alive. He's the great white hope. You know, if you could receive it. All right. But also, they stocking up their guns still. All right. I know personally. All right. So any little thing happen, they go out. Edomites, they go out and go buy bullets and ammo like a motherfucker. They go out and buy these AR-15. They buying up these guns by the woodwork, man, or by the cases. Trust me, all right. They strapped, all right. You know, they keeping but they hoping he gonna make things right. But but like the guy said, and they're gonna go into it. They done said he's the last hope, man. If he don't make it right, hey, it's civil war, man. If you impeach this man, we going to war. They not playing around, man. Okay, you see these Edomites, that the racial tensions are high, man. These Edomites are insulting you straight to your face, man. All right, you know. Yahweh Shai is stirring the people up, man. All right, that spirit is in the air, man. All right, the spirit of civil unrest. Okay.
somebody on the other side says or does, they are reacting in just crazy and exaggerated ways. So on one side,
Because the people are oppressed. It's a bubble. All right. Everybody's living damn near paycheck to paycheck, if not in the hole. You know, shitty jobs, working 2, 3 jobs. Just woman being a demon. Oh, everybody just stressed, man. You know. So hey, boy, people true colors is gonna show soon, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's like a powder keg. It's a bubble that's about to pop.
a deep level of, in my opinion, partisan entrenchment. And what we have is you have some people who are going to side with Trump no matter what, even when he acts against basic conservative principles. You know, when Trump does a gun restriction, a gun ban, a silencer ban, a bump stock ban, that's something that should enrage conservatives. But having dug in on that side, they're just sticking to it no matter what. On the other side, you have progressives that no matter what somebody on the other side says or does, they are reacting in just crazy and exaggerated ways. So on one side, I think we have a high level, an over level of loyalty. On the other side, you have people who will not tolerate any view that disagrees with their view, with their core value system, that they're not open to discussing it.
Well,
so I think that's what's keeping people apart.
Okay, let me go to Jen. What Arvin said. This is an age of irrationality because you're against you're against your opponent, and you're going to take a position irrespective. But
and in an age of irrationality, that's the perfect atmosphere for protest. Just like you're seeing around the world. All right, it's let some discomfort come to America. Let the price of gas double overnight, as it did in other countries. Okay, let there be a mass layoff. Let the government shut down again. Let people's pensions get cut. Let the banks default on their loan. Let certain things happen. Let these people that are at these careless Americans that are at ease, let them feel uncomfortable for a little bit. They're gonna become irrational. They're gonna riot. There's gonna be riots, man. Okay, and we're getting close, man. We in them times. All right, it's nothing you can do to stop it, man. It's inevitable. The economy is hyperinflated. Okay, all right. It's this. Oh man, this place is through.
Irrespective of your own values. It's not about values, then. It's about something else. Jen, what is it? Go ahead.
Well, I do believe we are already in the midst of a civil war, and I think
too.
the first shot in the civil war
I do three.
was actually fired by the Obama administration the day they filed that first FISA request to eavesdrop on their political opponent Donald Trump in Trump Tower in the 2016.
And you know what? She made a good point. Even though Obama's a Hamite, we know he's not an Israelite. Okay, you know. Obama set it off. He triggered it for them two terms that he ran. That got the gears. These Edomites. They remember they have a perpetual hatred towards us. Okay, so that opened the floodgates for Donald Trump eagle-faced Trump to run on his on his rhetoric, his so-called hate speech and all his his platform that he ran on. That's why David Duke and the KKK could get behind him. All right, because it was in retaliation for putting a so-called black man as president. All right, okay, you see. So she's right. That's when the Civil War really kicked off, man. All right, just like the Cold War been going on, been back in effect. Okay, it's beautiful. We had some beautiful times, man. The Wadi Habashim Hawashai. Destroy this place. Wa Abad Babal.
Go ahead.
Well, I do believe we are already in the midst of a civil war, and I think the first shot in the civil war was actually fired by the Obama administration the day they filed that first FISA request to eavesdrop on their political opponent Donald Trump in Trump Tower in the 2016 elections. And ever since that time, we have been in a civil war, and the Democrats can't believe that the American people actually elected a reality TV star, Donald Trump, and they just haven't gotten over it. And so there you see the rhetoric being ratcheted up, and what Arvin just said, it is amazing. You look at the poll numbers of 10, 15 years ago, as a political strategist, you had about 10 to 15% of independents to work with. Now that number is down to around 5 or 6%. If you look at the impeachment proceedings and the independent views on those, 47% of Republicans feel he shouldn't be impeached, and 47% of Democrats say no, yes, he should. And then there's only really 6% in the middle that are open-minded, and those people, according to a poll out this week, aren't even paying attention. So you have the right versus the left, and not very many people in between.
Rich, same question to you in New York. Go ahead.
Well, I happen to agree. I think we're in a cold civil war. I believe what's happening is we're seeing that the Democrats and the far left are just not going to accept the results of the 2016 election, and they're going to use any method they can to try to take President Trump down. And the problem that you get into here is that, when do people stop? People become so radical on that side that, it doesn't just end with a censure. It doesn't just end with impeachment. Then they want to go right down the line. They want to impeach pretty much anyone who disagrees with them. And that's a dangerous precedent to set. I think it's very, very dangerous for our country as well.
Arvin, let's stay with that thing, because I think that's very, very important. I mean, there was a time, and it was before 2016, that's for sure, where you could sit down and you could have a pleasant, constructive, even a conversation where you would learn something new. I don't see any dialogue anymore. They look at you, they ask you a few questions, and because they don't agree with your values, and values translates into you're a good person or you're a bad person. That's not a political conversation. It's only been recently now where that is the case, where if you don't hold values, you're beyond the pale. That is ridiculous. It's nonsense. And Fox does it all the way to CNN. Okay, let's be fair here. Arvin in Washington, go ahead.
I think what we're seeing is people resorting to non-political types of argument. I don't even want to call it an argument, non-political methods of pressure and persuasion for political issues. Listen, we are a political country. We've always been a political country. We're supposed to be a place where ideas are debated. But instead, we have, for example, on the left, you have the safe space culture, which refuses to tolerate any difference of views. You have people banning people from social events, entirely non-political events, non-political areas because of their political views.
That's facts. It's becoming very uncomfortable in the workplace because a lot of people are having to hide how they really feel. Okay, you know, just like what led up to the Civil War. All right, the Civil War in America. You had the people that wanted the so-called slaves free, and you had Edomites that wasn't with it. But if you was in the South, you couldn't say that. You couldn't say that you wanted the slaves free. You'd be hung and you'd be get ostracized. Same thing, vice versa. If you were in the South up north, it was awkward, and that's how it's becoming now. Okay, a lot of these Edomites are not with the LGBT, especially the far right. I mean, with left, right, whatever side, the Republicans. A lot of these so-called Christian Bible thumping Republicans are not with the LGBTQ agenda. All right, they were highly pissed off with Obama for it. Okay, so certain views they believe in the right to bear arms. They believe in freedom of speech, and a lot of these things are being attacked now. Okay, but like they said, it's becoming so uncomfortable at the workplace to talk about certain things. Okay, because you could be talking about something. You could say you're at the so-called water cooler, and you're talking about trans, for example, whatever your view is, whether it's positive or negative. If it's positive, probably nothing will come of it. But if it's negative, you never know if there's a trans person around you. So you see what I mean? Like, it's becoming very touchy and iffy and very 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 tense moment in society.
Not a way of having political discourse. That's a way of just telling your opponents to shut up. I mean, that's a way of trying to silence and bully any kind of opposition. And on the right, you're seeing the same thing, where people who don't fall in line with Trump, even when Trump is not saying something conservative, are just bullied and shamed and pressured to conform. And this idea that your political views are somehow now part of your identity rather than your considered and analyzed opinion, that is a huge problem. When you start to turn that into
there is no more opinions anymore. There is no opinion. All right, it's becoming a one world order, one world government, one world society. Okay, a totalitarian society. Okay, it's the what the wicked elite want. Okay, their agenda. Okay, they're forcing everything down your throat, just like they're gonna force that RFID mic. I'm gonna shut it down here, man. They're forcing everything down your throat, man. All right, they're forcing their agendas. All right, you have no choice. Okay, your children must learn about the alphabet group. Okay, you see, or they're forcing certain things on you. Okay, we in them times, man. All right, hey, like I always say, man. Hey, we getting close. All right. Hey, Lord's willing, this video was edifying. Matter of fact, let me hit that scripture one more again. I just want to shut it down with this because, like I said, that's what I'm gonna title this. Okay. Hey, and you see the homeless epidemic. Like I was saying. So close it out with this again. Hey, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. We in them times. We in them times. Isaiah 14:3, it says, "And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow." Give who? Give who rest? Yasharallah. Okay, we're the ones being oppressed. We are the ones that built up all these other nations, heathen nations, societies, man. All right. Hey, but this is the last society that we're gonna build up. Okay, Esau Edom society, and we're at the end of his empire. We're at the end of his empire. Okay. All right. Thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right. Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. We shall no more get carried away into captivity again. All right. He shall visit you. Okay. You're gonna discover your sins, Esau Edom. All right. He's gonna visit you. All right. You're gonna drink of the cup double. Okay. It says, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord Yahweh shall give thee rest from thy sorrow, and from thy fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou was made to serve, all right, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked, Esau Edom, all right, and the scepters of the rulers, you wicked elites. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, all right. He that ruled the nations in anger, all right. That beast, NATO and the EU, is persecuted and none hindereth, okay, all right. That whore, Babylon the Great, and that beast, that whore, okay, America riding up that scarlet whore, all right, that red scarlet whore riding upon the beast, NATO and the EU, all right, the rebirth of the Roman Empire, okay, you red Hebrew Edomites, you're the ones that are oppressing the nations, man, okay, because you're, according to Habakkuk, your desire is as hell. You can never be satisfied, man, all right. It says, he who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, all right, because you don't let up, man. All right, with the usury. All right, you know, you can never be satisfied. It says, he that ruled the nations in anger, all right, is persecuted and none hindereth. All right, because Yahweh Shai is about to be on that ass, man. Okay, and he's not going to meet thee as a man. Okay, it says the whole earth is at rest. Yeah, okay, and it's quiet. They break forth into singing, yeah, because the he that destroyed the time has come that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is going to destroy them that destroy the earth, man. The wicked, Esau Edom, okay, all right. It says, yea, the fir trees rejoice, yeah, okay, because what you do, you destroy everything, man. The Americas, North America, you know, was a beautiful, lush paradise with trees, man. And you cut all the goddamn trees down and put concrete everywhere, you know, and pile everybody up on top of each other, you know, in your goddamn skyscrapers, you know, you damn devils, man. All right, you just oppress everything and destroy everything, man. Okay. That's why the whole earth is gonna rejoice, man. Okay, the trees, the water, the fishes, you know, the atmosphere, okay? The other nations are going to rejoice, okay? It says the whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing, all right? They're going to be praising Yahweh Shai, even other nations, man. The heathen nations are going to be praising the Lord, man, all right? They're going to be put back in their lands, you know, after they serve slavery, of course, okay? You know, but they're going to be in order, man. Everything's going to be back in order. Starting with Yahweh Shai at the top, and then his people, Yasharallah, and his men, okay? And then you other nations, okay? It says, yea, the fir trees rejoice at thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us, okay? And who cut the trees down like Esau Edom? Nobody, all right? All right? It says, hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. And it stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones. It hath raised from their thrones all the kings of the nations. And it says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Exactly. Okay? Because what? They got the equalizer now. Gog and Magog is coming to their defense, man. And then guess what? Your allies have all that eat your bread have deceived thee, man. They've laid a deadly wound, okay? And they're gonna burn this place with missiles, man, okay? All right, they're gonna shoot missiles on this place and destroy you, okay? It says, thy pomp, all right, your pride, man, all right? The pride of your heart have deceived thee. Your terribleness have deceived thee, okay? It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. Okay, it says, this is the main point. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down from the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. Okay, read Obadiah. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh, which is us, the Israelites, Yasharallah. Okay. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregations in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. That's what you devils said, man. You red Hebrew Edomites, man. But the pride of your heart have deceived thee. It says, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? Showing you that it's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan, man. Okay? It's talking about Esau Edom. All right? It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? All the kings of the nations, even all of them, lie in glory, every one in his house. But thou art cast out of thy grave like an abominable, like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those that are slain, thrust through with a sword, that go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden down underfoot. Okay? I'm going to keep going because I read it already. But thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed thy land and slain thy people. The seed of the evildoers, Esau Edom, the red Hebrew Edomite, shall never be renowned. It says, prepare slaughter for his children, okay, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the faces of the world with cities. Okay, for I will rise up against them, saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, saith the Lord Yahweh. Okay, I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water, for I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, saith the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. The Lord of hosts, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, have sworn, saying, surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, and as I have proposed, so shall it stand. Koholor Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakar Kodash, the Wadi Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Destroy this place, Baba Kashah. Wa Abad Babal. Alright, and with that being said, like I always say, we almost out of here, man. Keep pushing. Shalom.